Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to be talking about what it means to show the truth. I love 1 John 3 because it talks about the importance of being a child of God and what it means to be a child of God. And one important aspect when it comes to being a child of God is we have to learn to love one another. The thing about kids is that they love without any preconceived notion of anything. It doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, purple, brown, green, yellow, they just love you. And that is what John is telling us here. Let me tell you a quick story about my wife and I. So when we first got married, it was amazing. It was great. You know, the first year is a struggle for everybody. But but no, seriously, it was amazing. And I would always tell her, I love you, babe. I love you so much. I love you with my entire heart because I'm a words of affirmation guy. And she'd be like, okay, that's great. That's great. But what are you doing to show me that you love me? And I was like, I literally just communicated to you that I loved you with my own words. I don't know how much more you're wanting from me. And she would always be like, yeah, but it's one thing to say it and it's another thing to put it into action. And now that I'm a little bit older and on this side, I understand the importance of communicating love through words, but we must also do that with our actions. Let's take Jesus. He is one of the greatest examples of this. And he also gave the Pharisees a warning in the book of Matthew when he said that we have to make sure that our actions match our appearance. We don't want to be hypocrites, but that's for a different Devo for a different day. Let's get into the text. 1 John 3:18. Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. I'm going to read that one more time. Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. I love this verse because when we think about love and when we think about actions, the first thing that comes to mind for me is Jesus. I mean, the greatest display of love known to mankind is when Jesus died on the cross. And that came with so much more. I mean, let's just give more scripture. One of the most popular quoted scriptures of all time, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. Just imagine if it just stopped at for God so loved the world. I mean, that's encouraging. He did. He loved. But action followed that. He gave his son so that you and I could be here. And this kind of love is called agape love for those who need a little bit more. And this is a sacrificial, selfish kind of love. And that's what we saw when God gave us his son, Jesus. So when we talk about showing the truth, we can look no further than the creator of the universe. God is love. He embodies love. He is love. And he displayed that on the cross. But I understand as believers, sometimes it's hard to show the truth. You know, I don't know if anybody out there has been hurt, but I've been hurt before, and I'm sure that you guys have too. And sometimes we give so much power to the hurt as if the cross wasn't enough for the people who hurt us and maybe even the people that we've hurt. The cross wasn't enough for that. So as we're showing the truth, we want to make sure that who we are on the inside reflects that. God is love. And if we can get back to the posture of love like a child, what would happen in our world? So in our faith walk, let us show the truth by loving one another, making sure that our actions match the words that we're speaking. Because we don't want to just give out empty words. We want to make sure that they have some weight and they have some depth to it. Because for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. So if he gave something out of an expression of his love, what are you giving with the love that you have today?